Hi, this is Kamera Points in the Bible, day number 16, Genesis chapter 46, 47. Jacob is on his way to Egypt, and on his way there, he gives his offering unto God, the sacrifice. God visits him, he talks to him, and he comforts him, he encourages him. He tells him to go ahead to Egypt, that he's going to be with them, and then he just tells him what to expect. That's a great point there, guys. Keeping that relationship with God, because it can be tough out here, and sometimes we're not sure about the way to go. But if we include God, remember, he gave an offering. He sought the Lord, and God encouraged him. And in this world, guys, in this life, it's good to have God to talk to and lead us, especially when we're unsure, because he's leaving Canaan. He's leaving Canaan to go to Egypt. He was told that Joseph is alive, so of course, and he's governor over the one place that has food. And Jacob, he takes everything he owned, all his possessions, all his sons and his sons' families, everything they own, their cattle, everything they own is going with them. His direct descendants, there are 66 of his direct descendants, not including the wives. But yeah, that who came along with Jacob. Now, if you count Jacob, Manasseh and Ephraim, Joseph, and Jacob himself, there's 70 people from with Jacob and his descendants in Egypt. That's what they start out with. And yeah, Joseph, he meets them in Goshen, the land of Goshen, which is supposed to be the best land. And he embraces his dad. They're so happy. Can you imagine the joy? But there was sorrow. There was sorrow in the beginning when Joseph was taken. Joseph had a tough time. Dad has a hard time losing his son. But now look how this turned out. You never know where God was going to take this, but look what he did. He preserved an entire nation. He preserved his people. In the midst of this famine, he preserved his people. That's a point, guys. We can trust God to preserve us when there's a lot of craziness going on around us, to look out for us. And that's what he did. He looked out for his people. And so the famine was really, really bad, that people were just coming. You had Canaan and Egyptians coming to Pharaoh for food. They would pay for it. Scripture says that Pharaoh owned all the money of Canaan and in Egypt. Then they would sell their cattle, their animals. And what happens when they run out of money? Then they started selling their lands, not the land of Canaan, but the land of Egypt. Pharaoh owned all of Egypt. And who orchestrated all of that? Who handled that business? That was Joseph. And yeah, Joseph made Pharaoh a very rich man. And as far as the land is concerned, yeah, the people, they sold themselves as slaves. We sell you as slaves. We just need to eat. We're starving. And Joseph would give them seeds, tell them to plant those seeds. And then during harvest, 1/5 of that should go to Pharaoh, and they keep the other, 4/5 for more seeds for the fields and for their families to live off of. Yeah, Joseph handled that business. But guys, the point is, just trust God, keep the relationship with God, and he looks after us. Keep that in mind as well. Just trust God. And Pharaoh, he met with Jacob and his boys, and yeah, turned out really good. So guys, if you have any points that you'd like to add to this, then please add them in the comments. And there you have it. It's Points in the Bible. Day number 16, Genesis chapter 46 and 47. You have a God-filled blessed day.